And welcome to episode number 11/1 of the Walmart Sellers podcast. It's the first podcast we're recording on our own YouTube channel with our own Instagram. We got a fancy Instagram. Hold on, let me get down here where James is recording from. Uh, Hello, everybody. This is the Walmart Sellers podcast. Uh, anyways, uh, yeah, so we're going to talk about how Walmart in 2025, Walmart wants to be Amazon when they grow up, and some of the growing pains with that. We've got some IP stuff that is
Rampant.
just a problem. And then also notably in other news, I saw this on Sarah's page, Arbitrage Avenue, that Best Buy is thinking about getting into the uh, reseller, third party platform slash scalper, whatever you want to call it, opportunity. And that's cool. That's interesting. I've said it before. I think that we will be selling Walgreens vitamins on CVS.com, and we're going to be selling Kroger branded coffee on Publix.com. Like we'll it'll just be a bunch of marketplaces one day. Anyways, I
I
talked for
agree.
like 4 minutes. Sorry, everyone. James, how are you today on a Tuesday or Thursday?
Done. Tuesday. Where are you at?
I'm still on Tuesday.
Yeah, for real. We're good, man. We're about to send out another shipment tomorrow.
Love it.
We'll see how the numbers look. How are your numbers looking?
My numbers are actually looking pretty good. I feel good with the sales, but I know that that will be curtailed somewhat because I have been distracted is the best word with my retail storefront problems, and it's been good. We've had some really good. I covered my entire month's rent with 1 day of sales in the
Nice.
retail storefront, and it's cool because I just sit there and work, and then people come in and just buy my crap, and there's no shipping, and they just give me, cash, allegedly. If the IRS watches this, that's not true. That's a joke. I don't commit tax fraud. Absolutely not. This is still
According to
not
your
the,
tax bill, right?
yeah. Anyway, sorry, on that,
No,
rant,
you're
but,
good, man.
yeah, it's cool. But with all that said, I haven't been participating in the James Cody units challenge to the extent that I wish that I had have been, because I have a bunch of crap, but it's not sent in, and so
Yeah,
you know,
3 buggies full from that one Walmart. Where's all that sitting at?
it's. Do you remember when I gave you the tour of my basement before I got the retail store, before I got the
Yeah.
warehouse, and I
Uh,
said this is what we call shit mountain, and it was just a mountain of
I do.
just a ton of inventory. All of that is sitting in a similar situation to be processed, hopefully. Also, another problem that we're running into is we don't have a heater. We don't have
Mm,
like central heating, and so uh, we heat the front and we don't heat the back.
yeah.
And so I work up front and I've gotten a lot done, but just to I heard a quote that businesses don't die of starvation, they die of over ingestion, or something like that. So you think businesses die because they don't have enough business, but they die because they have too much. They try to take on too much, and that is very much a reality for me right now. So
That's basically what the clearance game is, right? That they have too much, so they're trying to get rid of it. So,
yeah, it. I'm not kidding. The day that I told you I could have spent 50 grand, like I really like. There's so much up here. Like, if you can ever make it make sense to drive or fly or something up here and just hit the perimeter, like there's especially with the stock checker, like
yeah.
even at that one store, the store yesterday that I was in, let's see, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Hmm.
I took 3 full carts. You saw one of the pictures of it, like, and like that one squishmallow that's selling for like 29 or something. I got it for $2. And I got a bunch of them, like a bunch, um the opportunity right now is for retail arbitrage in my area is the seasonal. I think what happened is they didn't do a full reset after Christmas, and then they were like, "Holy crap, we have so much stuff!" And so now they're just like super clearancing out after the Valentine's Day um, reset. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff,
It
and
feels
like,
like it feels
same,
like a round two of
yeah,
Christmas clearance, basically.
totally agree. And I mean, you're in more stores than I am. Like, are you seeing the same thing down there?
Not as low for a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So for me, it's more like, 40-50% where you're seeing like that 90% dump right away.
yeah,
I'm not seeing quite as deep, but the stuff that I am seeing is really good. Like the squish you're talking about, it's still full price up here everywhere you
really.
find it. Yeah, but I'm still gonna buy it because it moves really well. So
Yeah.
like, why not?
Yeah, I was doing the numbers like in my head when I was carrying them. I was like, because what I did is I went into this. It's a Walmart across the street from a Sam's Club, and so I've been trying to get steps in. Let's see how many steps I got for the day. 10,000 steps so far. I guess that's not that impressive. It's 7 p.m. But some days I'm getting like 16, 18,000 steps, and so I'm pretty proud of that. But anyways, I was at the Sam's Club and I decided to walk over to the Walmart, and then I'm pulling two buggies behind me like horses all the way over there. And then, yeah, so
Funny.
it's fun stuff. Yeah. But I was doing the math and I was like, this cost me $2 and I'm going to make like $14 on each one of these. And I have three-fourths of a buggy full of them, plus some other similar, the smaller ones and some of the other, like, it's a good opportunity. Like, retail arbitrage to Walmart is the best use of my time and money right now.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
and I know how to do some, like higher dollar work, like in a 9 to 5, but like, it's not even comparable with that. Like, if I just like do that really well, there's a huge opportunity, especially if you just have like a smaller budget. Like, I'm on a shoestring budget. I got 6 kids. Every time I make $1, my wife comes and takes two. That's a joke. If she watches this, that's not true. But for real, these mortgage people come every single month and they want another mortgage payment. And so with all that said, my salary has to be, like it's every time I make money, it's,
You got bills to pay. It is
yeah,
what
I
it
got a
is.
full salary. So that's, makes it a little tough. But these kind of opportunities are how I keep pulling it off, and keep,
Yeah.
doing that whole thing like,
So was that in a luck find or was that a
no.
specific like stock check find?
I drove. Let's see. Let me do the math. I drove past like 6 or 7 WalMarts to get to that one,
Hmm.
and the reason for that is my friend Anthony. He's at LOOTZ in Discord and Instagram. He's not a very like social media type person, but he and I share notes because he is on the other side of Atlanta and I'm on the other side of Atlanta, and so the stock checker checks 50 miles. And so I see stuff in his neighborhood, sees stuff in my neighborhood, and so we kind of share notes for that reason. So like I'm just looking for the ones that are clearancing out the 15 or 20 SKUs that I'm watching, which ones are clearancing out the most, and then I go and see what else they have. Like it's a see what you see type trip, and then at that one I just kind of saw a lot, and so it's good. I like your strategy better, honestly, where you you just hit the whole route. You hit everyone along the way, and like I see the value in that too. But when it's hitting, and you can find those crazy like it's worth it to me to drive another 30-40 minutes to get to the home run stores and
Yeah.
just kind
We
of
hit
max
such
out.
a wide area that it's like we're gonna find that stuff regardless, I think. And we have such a big list of stuff we can get. It doesn't matter like if we hit that store first or not.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something like crazy. But
What kind
down
of car do you
here,
drive? What I mean, you got to be filling
I,
this thing up.
I got a Toyota Tacoma with a camper shell in the back.
Nice.
So it fits a decent amount. Um, the other one's a Toyota CHR, so it's like I think it's a compact SUV type.
Okay.
Um, and she fills that up pretty regularly as well. It just kind of depends, and she does more miles than I do, so it dunk. Um, um,
Sorry, guys. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not
This is a
saying
great
he does
interlude for
it.
my amazing new fancy mic.
Yeah,
Get everyone.
pull it back from the screen a little bit so that it's picking up some reverb.
Oh, is it? Oh, fantastic. See, mo money, mo problems.
Yep, fancy microphone, more problems. Um, but yeah, we fill it pretty decently, and like a lot of times, especially this year, since we're trying to like up our numbers, just with inbound units, like I need 2 trips to FedEx in my
Sure.
Tacoma. I can fit 8 U-Haul extra large boxes in it at one
Nice.
time, and it's taking a trip and a half just to drop stuff off. So that's been pretty lit too. So that kind of leads me into you got 3 buggies worth of stuff. You need to stop having it sit in your damn death pile.
You're so right. But hear me out. I had a lady come into the retail store today. She says, "Do you have any Squishmallow?" Obviously, I do. The whole front of my store is filled with dead inventory from Halloween of 2022 Squishmallow, like that. Like there's so much of that, and so I'm like, yeah. And then she walks around. She ends up spending over $100 today on Squishmallow. And when I price it, I'm probably not getting the full resale price, but I just want to have a good reputation. And so like we do like cost plus 15 to 40% ish, something like that. So
That's not
like
bad.
I still feel good about it, and moving stuff. And so like as much as I love WFS, it makes me wonder if between I'm gonna close my Discord here. Sorry about that. It makes me
Yeah.
wonder if between the lost inventory and having to pay somebody 25% to find it, or to find a refund, and the lost revenue of traffic in my retail store potentially buying, um, should I just do an FBM operation and just line the freaking walls with my FBM stuff? When it sells, it sells. And if I have 40 of something, send it WFS, but like keep the first 6 units of everything and just do that. Like I've considered that.
So I'm totally FBM for Amazon now, and you are too, right?
I am 100%.
I
I haven't sent one this year. I haven't sent
I
one since early December.
I've sent 1 or 2 this year before the switch for Inventory Lab. Um, So I have maybe 10 ASINs in Amazon FBA right now, and they're dead inventory. It's stuff that's been sitting there for months. I need to move it through. But for Walmart, have you looked at how many lost after delivery claims you've had?
That's a good point.
Because
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
loss there
and
for sure.
also you could teach your VA how to do your reconciliation. It is
Yeah,
not a hard process.
yeah. I need to do that. That's on my list to do.
And
Is
give them 5%. They'd be happy as a clam.
mm-hmm.
And that's I'm not talking bad about VAs, but that could be a lot of money for a VA.
Yeah,
And then you're saving 20% on that. It's no extra time for you. It's a process they can handle completely as long as they're organized and can track it.
yeah, yeah. The loss after delivery stuff that kind of moves us into some of the gripes with
Yep.
Walmart.
One of the
Walmart
growing
acting.
pains right there.
Yeah, yeah. We're what 20 minutes in, and we'll get to
15, yeah.
the subject of the
But
video.
it's fine. People want to know this stuff. It's whatever.
Yeah,
We got to give them an hour anyway.
yeah, yeah, for
Love
sure.
you people. Mean it.
Okay, so growing pains with Walmart. Speaking of lost after delivery, um, some people won't do FBM on Walmart at all. 0%, FBM because you just have to spend so much time protecting yourself against the customer. They get it. They say, "Oops, I didn't get it. Oops, it went to a different house. Oops, it was stolen. Oops, whatever." And then you're on the hook for it. Um, And so that's a challenge. And then also returns, blah blah blah. Like it's a there's a lot more. And also shipping, like to click and get a label on Amazon FBM is what, 3 clicks? Yeah. Uh oh, did I lose you?
No, you're
Okay,
there.
okay, yeah. To do it on Walmart, it takes forever. Like to do one, or even if you're bulk sending, like if you
Hmm.
have, like we sold something that we sold a bunch of, you're doing it 10 at a time or whatever. It's still so many clicks to
Yeah,
get the label, and
because it
it's
doesn't remember your whatever, and then their bulk like thing doesn't let you quickly compare prices,
yeah.
right? Whereas Amazon, it's literally one button and it gives you the order, how they give you the order of like cheapest to most expensive, with the cheapest on time delivery is going to be the top choice or whatever.
Hmm.
Walmart's, you literally have to click 4 times to get a comparison for one of them. And then if you want to do that for every single one of them, it's 4 clicks. So Walmart, if you happen to be watching this, like I know you aren't, um, fix your shipping portal because it's terrible.
It it's lit like it's a big drag on like the day. Like it's an hour, like if
Yep,
we have a bunch, like it's an hour of just printing labels and going through and doing it right. And then you click print, and then you go and click accept, and then you click to actually print it, then you click mark as shipped, and then like
it's
it's
like
a pain.
15 clicks in order,
Yeah.
especially if it's a brand new SKU and it hasn't saved your shipping information.
Hmm.
Um, so one of those growing pains, and Walmart needs to be like Amazon, is literally fix that, make it less clicks, and make it more visually appealing to the sense that you can quickly compare across
Yeah.
them. And then some form of, what Amazon has, the A to Z claim protection for loss after delivery, right? We need that like really bad.
Yeah, if you're buying the label through Walmart and it shows delivered, like the industry standard is like all the other people, I guess it's just Amazon that I'm talking about. I guess no, eBay would honor it too, like
Typically, yeah.
it's delivered. It says delivered. UPS dropped it, like what am I supposed to do? Run out to Oregon and be like, I gotta take a picture behind this, you know, delivery person so that I don't get scammed out of, $40. Like that's not scalable. Like, like the people who do FBM high ticket items for Walmart, that's crazy. Like, even really mid, like, 30 to $70 items, because then if you pay to get a signature on it, one, it's another step that you have to go through, but then two, $6, or whatever the cost for the signature is, that's eating into your ROI, like, significantly. When
It's
it's the same thing, like the protection, it's just a loss due to Walmart
yeah.
just not really caring that much.
So for me, I think you need to look at kind of, is that
Yeah,
protection worth not doing the WFS? Because I hate FBM on Walmart, but I love it for Amazon. It's just so
same.
simple for Amazon.
Yeah.
Um, so Walmart, fix your crap.
Yeah, do you don't cross list anything, like if, I guess you're not doing any FPM on Walmart anyways, but like you wouldn't, if you were gonna do it the way I'm talking about, potentially having FBM for Amazon and then having FBM for Walmart and then sending whatever back that I have into, I don't know.
Would
I
I
kind of get
cross
lost.
list? Yes, because you want to see what's going to move better where, right?
Hmm.
Um, but would I cross list in the sense that it's the same amount? No, I'm going to split and
Yeah.
separate.
Also, another thing that kind of makes it messy, and I've ran into this several times, I'll have it listed as FBM. I send the same item in for WFS. Say I send 10 in. It gets there. It only shows the WFS inventory. I can't see or edit what I have in for FBM. And so it just sits on the shelf. And potentially I sell that item or I send it into WFS, as another shipment, and then it sells out WFS, and then they start selling those merchant orders, those FBM orders, and so like that's a pitfall too.
Yeah.
So
They could learn that a thing or two from Amazon in that sense too. Let us have both listing types like
100%,
active. Like why do we not have that? That doesn't make
yeah,
any sense.
the whole system would break if they if they because we would all double our SKUs
Yep.
like immediately. Like, all right, so Walmart wants to be Amazon when they grow up. Agree or disagree?
Absolutely. Why
Gotta
like
be.
why wouldn't they want the market penetration that Amazon has? Like,
Got it. They have to. There's got to be like a daily or weekly meeting where there's like a group of five overpaid people that get together in a little room and they're like, "We're the Be Like Amazon team. We gotta,
mm-hmm.
we gotta be like Amazon. Like, what are they doing now?
Well, they
Because
hire ex Amazon execs to run the program, right?
it's what I would do.
So why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're like, if we can double our amount of sellers, we get 15% off of those dummies too. Of everything. And
Yep.
plus if they use our fulfillment services, plus if they use blah blah blah, like I don't know. They want to be Amazon for
Yep.
sure. Like because and I think the moment that they're big enough, the moment that they have millions of sellers or whatever the amount is. How many sellers? I saw. Do you know that offhand? Like how many sellers there are one versus the other?
Amazon's like tens of millions and Walmart's under like a million.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as Walmart has that leverage of having all those other ones, some of the stuff's got to be like they'll get tighter with some of their
Well, they
placement
already
fees.
are.
Yeah.
Like IP stuff, right? In the last week, we've seen dozens of people get shut down for singular IP claims, singular comp
That's
error
scary
claims,
stuff.
which is absolutely insane, right? Like a single error
Mm-hmm.
gets you shut down. Like that's Amazon level crap. Like we have
Yep.
not seen that from Walmart yet.
Yep. Moving to Best Buy. Moving on to Best.
No, you got to sign up for Target next. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can't skip. Yeah, Kroger has a third party marketplace too.
Yeah.
Newegg.
Nobody buys on Newegg though.
I've never bought. I don't know anybody who's ever bought anything
I
there.
I used to buy it when it was just like computer parts. I bought some stuff from them. Like that
Yeah.
was 20 years ago or whatever.
One
But
person I know has bought from Newegg, and it's you. So
yeah.
okay. So IP complaints. For anyone who, if this is their first time hearing it, this is February 20th of
25.
2025. Give me the skinny. What have you heard? Because I've seen what's been posted in the Discord, but I don't know anybody personally affected by it.
So, we'll start from the beginning, right? You want to sell something on Walmart, you buy something. It's unlike Amazon, where Amazon lets you see, are you restricted? Are you gated? Are you allowed to sell it at
Yeah,
all?
you don't know anything.
Yeah. Amazon will give you tons of data. You can really keep a chart to see if it has IP claims. Walmart isn't like that, and you have to list something, and then it gives you an error or some other form of indicator that you can sell it or not sell it. So it'll either be published or it'll be errored. If it's an error, you can have gated comp error, IP claim, partnered brand claim. So like Pioneer Woman, right? You can't sell Pioneer Woman. It's a Walmart brand. They don't allow third party to sell it. The two claims though, IP and comp errors, which it's dumb that you should even get banned for that comp error. It's basically like it's a restriction to the listing on the back end that like can sometimes be removed. Um, like I have one right now for FIFRA, whatever. It's a pest insecticide thing um, that I sent to WFS, and apparently you can't.
Mm-hmm.
But you can now. Previously, you would not get any issues with those, and they just remove the listing, and it's no impact to the seller. Now it's impacting sellers in the sense that you get a 7-day suspension for an IP claim.
That's
But
crazy.
There's no recourse currently that I'm aware of. There's no portal to look at your claims, and you can get banned without notice. And I
So
just dumped water on it. That's cool.
this is Section 3 level tomfoolery, bullcrap. Okay, so if I pull up so the steps to check for this would be, did you pour water on your phone?
No, I'm just messing with the setting on there.
Okay, so if wow, you got louder. That's amazing.
Oh,
Um,
I want it quieter, not louder.
oh, maybe not. Okay. All right. So I go to catalog. So I have my entire catalog, which by the way, I have a 35,000 item limit. What's your limit? I just want to know.
Same,
No.
same.
Is it that? Oh, yeah. That figures. Um, I thought I might have a higher limit than you do, but I guess not. Anyways, so I go to all, and then I go to filter, and then I go to status, errors, and I have 168 items with errors. Um, that's a lot. But which is there a way that I can check for like the bad ones?
You have to mouse over each one.
Okay, all right. So my
And
mouse. Oh, I gotta click it. Yeah, okay. So you had to
yeah,
click each one. All right. So I have a pre-approval. Okay, so that one's not. Okay, this item is unpublished due to an intellectual property claim. That's the bad one. Code IP. So
yeah.
I have one. The second one that I clicked is an IP claim. It's not good. Uh-oh. I know this was an IP claim too. Nope. That's pre-approval. My Ninja Creamy aired out. Oh my gosh. I just have money. Oh, my Ninja Creamy aired out due to unpublished due to intellectual property claim. Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah. So basically, you want to delete any seller fulfilled listings,
Okay. All of
and
mine are WFS.
yeah,
Almost everything in my catalog is WFS.
so retire everything that has an error. Basically,
Do we know that helps, or is it like superstition?
it's superstition, but
Yeah, we don't know. Okay.
because you can't delete WFS, right? So how are you supposed to clear it?
Yeah.
There's no way to clear it.
One step would definitely be to create a removal order for anything that you have at
Oh,
WFS
yeah,
and make sure
absolutely.
that the inventory is zero. That seems like that would be an obvious um like this one that I have. Holy crap. All right, this one is from the brand Yogi Tea. I have two at Walmart fulfilled right now. That's fantastic. This is a comp claim. Okay, so what does that mean? What is comp? Yeah, we're just making crap up. Who knows? Is there a Walmart person that could come on here and answer? I bet if we had a professional, multi six figure CEO type person, executive type person from the Walmart team, and we were like, hey, let me ask you 6 questions. What's a comp claim? How do I prevent getting shut down due to an intellectual property claim? How do I? If we ask these questions, they'd be like, I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to know?
100%.
This is random crap.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
I'm gonna see. I doubt it's in. Oh, error code comp. Let's see. So we could pull it
we
up
need a
in the.
Jamie. Jamie, look this up. That was a Joe Rogan reference for anyone who doesn't know.
I don't watch Joe Rogan.
I wonder if there is a report that you could pull. Seems like there should be a report that all of my Canon stuff. Oh crap! I should look at this more often.
Yes, you should.
Cody did Walmart. Cody, Cody used to do Walmart. Okay. Okay, so I'm pre-approval. They shut my so the Canon, that's a perfect example. So I have my VA adds all my listings. I don't remember rechecking this, but she would have went in, created the listing, added it to my catalog, and she wouldn't have gotten an error message or had any way to know not to create that. And then I would have went in, and when I scanned it, if it showed error, I would have moved it to my retail store, or I would have sold it on Amazon or whatever. And then like what now I'm supposed to add a step like this in addition to you paying labor to create the listing to find out that you can't sell the product that you bought based on thinking that you could sell it because there's no information. In addition to all that, we're gonna potentially penalize you for having it in your catalog unlisted. Like
Yep.
that's craziness. This reminds me. I hope this is not like a malicious thing. I hope it is something that they're just like catching up. Like they just haven't figured out like that how big of a problem this is or whatever.
Yeah.
Because used to people would say, I don't sell on Walmart because when I list inventory merchant fulfilled, it sells the wrong amount. And Walmart wasn't being malicious about that. I know a guy who had that happen over and over and over again, and then he got his account shut down because he didn't ship that crap out because he was like, it's their fault, it's not my fault. And he lost his whole account. He doesn't have a Walmart seller account anymore because of that. This feels like that. I hope it's that because like the next logical step for them would be, oh, we just shut down this semi-large seller and we did it 10 times in a row. All their other metrics are good. Let's add a dashboard for this or add a you know I don't know some an extra page under account health where you can see items at risk for this issue or something like that. So I hope that's the case.
Based on Noah's conversation too, it's just due to legal fees, right? That they're doing it. So brands are unhappy that we're selling it, whatever. So they haven't put in a portal yet, and they really need to do that. But
I bet he's completely right about that. That's exactly what's happening.
yeah, if they don't, they're gonna continue to make people really angry.
I mean, I guess another thing Walmart sellers could do to protect themselves is identify those brands on your own. So based on, one of the early pieces of Walmart advice that I was given is look for the brands that are gated or red restricted, like premium beauty and things like that on Amazon because you can sell them on Walmart and make money. But if you have an IP alert type brand like Vans or insert any one of the other ones. There's a link in our Discord to get IP Alert by Chris Grant. I use that every time I source. It automatically checks whenever I pull up a brand on Amazon, and it tells me is that a brand that tends to file IP complaints on Amazon. You have that list of brands in your head. Vans pops in my mind, but like there's other ones that are obvious. Maybe you check against that list before you sell it on Walmart. Obviously, you're gonna miss out on opportunity, but it may be worth it in the long run because those brands have a history of fighting back. And honestly, any brand that's gonna cause me any level of stress, I don't want to sell it anyways. Like I don't care if it's making me $10 a unit and I can sell them all day. Like it's just not worth waking up at 3 a.m. to an email. Your account is deactivated or your account is under review for blah 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 because XYZ brand doesn't want you to resell their stuff like um
Or 45-day payment hold.
yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Cody will be working a job. I'll be freaking selling insurance in 45 days. No, no kidding. But
Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
yeah, so Walmart growing pains. Selling on Walmart 2025. Walmart wants to beat Amazon when they grow up. Let's gripe. What other gripes are there? So there was the FedEx label thing that happened. I missed that. I
Oh
think I
yeah.
was recording a podcast when everybody was like blowing up the Discord about that. Did they figure that out? Because I didn't. That I saw. I didn't see any that
Yeah.
were adjusted for me.
I'm gonna put that right in the right as the start of it is gonna be you cutting. This is great.
Okay,
I love it.
perfect.
So with the FedEx thing, so saver options, right? So that's the one where they give you a really cheap rate. Um, what was happening was people were using it, and then FedEx was back end adjusting it for retail rate. So my friend of mine who was shipped a bunch of vacuums and stuff was getting hit with like $100 shipping adjustments.
Holy crap. So that's like Dummy Joe goes into FedEx store and is like, I'd like to ship this. And they're like, it's $90. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll pay it, you know.
But we're getting it for like 35, 40, right?
Yeah.
So they were getting crazy adjustments, and they're just fighting with Walmart, and Walmart saying go to FedEx, FedEx saying go into Walmart. The whole issue of using another platform's like
Mm-hmm.
shipping portal, right? Um, is completely ridiculous. So that was the issue they were having. If you got the right person who understands it and actually cared about helping you, they could fix it.
Yeah.
But Walmart is still not taking accountability for it, from my understanding. So a lot of people are just like thousands of dollars of shipping adjustments, and they're like,
Sucks. Yeah. I've had that happen with USPS where something was sent and it was like obviously sent to a small town or something, and then the person received it and they're like power tripping. They're like,
yep,
this is 7 ounces over, and they wrote on there, they're like, the retail rate for blah 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 seven at this weight with this measurement is $17 more than this, and they try to build it in customer. And so yeah, doing that at scale like that it's like whenever I saw that, I just stopped using any FedEx label
same.
for a minute, just because I was like, I don't want to mess with that. Like, you know,
FedEx is notorious for it on eBay as well. Um, which has always made me avoid FedEx for eBay. And for a while in my Amazon journey, FedEx was an option, right? Because they were a partnered carrier for a little while. But then once the UPS took over like the main contract, I never shipped FedEx until I started selling on Walmart again, because that's their partnered carrier.
yeah,
Um, so like for WFS shipments, like I hadn't shipped FedEx until I started doing that, and I tend to always pick USPS if it needs a signature because it's cheaper,
yeah,
um, or UPS because I have a really good relationship with my UPS guys down the street. So I enjoy going there. But now that FedEx, sometimes even FedEx 2 day is cheaper than USPS ground with a signature, and
tempting.
it is, it
Yeah,
is.
like $5 and blah blah blah. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
we might charge you. It's
Yep.
gambling. But
Yeah.
we might adjust this up like 300%.
So I basically always round up when I'm shipping to, right? So like for those who don't do a lot of FBM or whatever, the dimensions on a box is not the actual dimensions of the box. Um, that's the inside dimensions of the box in most cases. So like actually measure the box and put the actual like rounded up dimension and weight. Knock on wood, you'd probably have a better um chance of not getting an adjustment from FedEx, because FedEx doesn't care. They'll just hit you with the retail rate. Like they're in it to make money. So
Yeah, and or it's just some lazy employee, and they're like, they're not gonna go and look up your. Yeah, that could be a nightmare.
but you
All right.
think your Walmart account number on there, they wouldn't hit you with the retail, but I think that's just how they run their business.
Yeah. How long until Walmart adds something like a placement fee or a split shipment recommendations, guidelines, forced, whatever. How long until that starts to happen with WFS?
I give it 2 years, because just based on trajectory of number of sellers. Um, I mean, when you jumped on, there was probably only couple 100,000. When I jumped on, it was in that big opening where they just like approved everybody.
Yeah.
Um, and now we're even seeing so many more people do it because obviously like resources are coming out on how to sell in Walmart, how to get
Yeah.
approved,
Oh
right?
yeah. Lots of new sellers.
Yep. So I would say safe to say, we're in the million now, whether or not people are using their accounts or whatever.
I bet you're
Um,
right.
once we start hitting, like 2-3 million, once they expand their warehouses, right? So like they need more warehouse space, they'll hit us with the okay, we're going to start commingling. I think that's going to be the first step.
I agree. I
So,
think you're right.
for those who don't know, supposedly Walmart doesn't commingle your inventory. Supposedly, every seller has a spot in the warehouse where you ship your stuff and it is stored in one singular area. So somebody walks by, or however their fulfillment centers are set up, somebody picks it. When it's your order, they pick it from your area. I think the first thing to change is commingled inventory, and then you'll have to sticker everything and potentially pay a little bit extra. Um, because for those who also don't know, there are no FN SKUs like Amazon has. It's just a GTIN sticker. If you print out the sticker that the WFS shipment tells you to print out, it's the GTIN of the listing. It's the UPC with a two zeros added in the front. That's all it is. It's no other indicator of anything. Um, whereas Amazon's, it's literally this number equals this ASIN for this seller. That doesn't exist for Walmart. So I think those first two things will be that.
Yeah, it would have to be because currently, if that is really how it happens, all your stuff is just like in Cody's corner in the warehouse, and so
And I bet that takes up so much space.
yeah, because I mean, there's no benefit of scale with that because it's literally just like it's just a storage unit of all the crap that I've sent in.
Yep.
Whereas Amazon is like this highly sophisticated network of hundreds of mega giant buildings filled with like
Billions of
well,
dollars.
yeah, and optimized shipping too. Like think about like Amazon shipping is probably cheaper because they force us to obviously scale, but like they force us to send some to Oregon, some to Maine, some to Florida,
FC
some
transfers,
yeah,
like you
super
hardly do
common.
that
Yeah,
on Walmart.
yeah,
So
yeah. I think you're right. I think there will be some sort of seller specific SKU added on, like a F and SKU label, um, and then uh, And then from there, they can just say, yeah, they have a Cody's Corner in every Walmart, warehouse. Like, let's have them send, instead of sending it all to one place, it'd be a lot cooler if we had some over on the Oregon side. So, Cody, do you mind splitting your shipment 50-50? It's like, I don't really want to, but sure, that's okay.
yep.
But then they're like, by the way, we also want to charge you a fee for it, and it's going to increase your shipping per item. And then they're like, well, your other choice is Amazon. Just go back to Amazon then. Like go do it at Amazon. And so yeah, I think I hope we have 2 years before that happens. But I think I could also see a world where they start to get that itch in like July of this year. I
Well,
think.
box contents is already in beta,
Hmm.
right? So
Why
I
do you
got
think they're
that
doing that?
email.
Yeah.
I haven't had to do it yet. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It's a thing. I got an email. They want me to do it.
Yeah.
It's not in my WFS thing, so I don't know. Um,
Yeah. I don't
so
want to do that.
yeah, me neither. It's already a thing though, right? It's in beta. That's gonna roll out, you know, sometime in the next couple of months. Um, so then, I bet you too with commingled, they'll give you discount promos for commingling
Uh huh. Yeah.
because that's Walmart's thing, right? They want you to do everything that makes it easier for them,
Yeah.
like price incentivization, right? Gets them a sale, so
Yeah.
they'll lower our fees. Um, so I think that'll be something too that's going to be um, kind of their push to get everyone to commingle.
Yep.
But I'm not going to commingle because if I commingle and Joe Blow over in the stall next to me decides, hey, I'm going to sell counterfeit stuff, right? I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. I've never commingled inventory on Amazon. I will never commingle inventory on Walmart.
Yeah. I think that's a good practice. Yeah. I think I think there's a good chance that starts happening before Q4 this year,
Yep.
before October. I think August, September, we'll hear rumblings of it, or they just bring it out like
Just roll
Negan's
it.
bat.
Yep.
They're just like, you got to do this. We don't care. Somebody's dying right now. Like I think, like it wouldn't be very hard for Walmart to take that stance. Like
I agree.
every piece of content about Walmart's like they're so cool. The fees are great. The shipping is easy. Come on over to Walmart. Like they know like they know what they're doing. But I hope you're right. I hope we have 2 years. I hope
Yeah.
I hope that inbound shipping costs and the workflow doesn't change until 2026. That would be
Yeah.
best case scenario for somebody doing their own prep, trying to build up a giant WFS business like you. Like you're just
Pushing it.
yeah,
Just
like that
getting
would
it
be
in
best
there.
case scenario. And like I want to be in theory if I ever get around to actually shipping all my units in.
Well, you're
So,
too busy shipping, 100 units a day. So
yeah, that's that's very profound what you just said. Anybody listening that wants some direction on their business, you should listen to that last 30-second clip because that is very profound. Uh, I'm too busy.
or hire somebody else because you need more time in the day, and you don't have more time in the day.
I really need to lean on my child labor force more. I was thinking about this. My 11-year-old can like kick somebody's ass in Fortnite. I mean, like they know what kind of gun they have. They know how to do builds and blah blah blah. I'm like thinking this through. I'm like, I could have you like stickering and
It's a tax to do.
creating listings. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I need to do that more. Okay, before we cut this one short or cut this one off, what other talking head points match up with the title? Walmart 2025, selling a Walmart 2025. Walmart wants to be Amazon when they grow up. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's worrisome. Yeah. Mm. I wonder, out of those people that got deactivated, I hope like surely they have some recourse, like a 7-day ban or whatever. That's like a warning, and like if that happened to me, I would be like, man, that sucks, like whatever. But if I lost my Walmart selling account altogether, like a deactivation, like that's like real big problems. Yeah, like especially if you're WFS heavy, because like they don't hold when they're shipping that stuff back to you. You're paying like not their prices. Yeah, not inbound prices. Like it costs a decent amount. So
You don't really understand if it is actually one warehouse because they don't really tell you very easily, right? So with like Amazon, you could see and run a report what inventories where at what time, and they'll tell you like what's in transfer, where it's going, where it's headed, where's it at right now. Walmart doesn't have that, so I mean, I'm sure they have a report that tells you what's where, but it's not nearly as detailed. So if you think about, you have inventory everywhere, and then they have to ship it all back to you, they're just gonna throw it into a box, and you're gonna have like 40 boxes half filled with air pillows and three items in them.
yeah,
Um,
like a blender.
yep, it's gonna be great, because that would be terrifying.
Ugh. Then you go into the retail store business, and then you realize that you're being crushed by Amazon and Walmart. It's a monopoly. What? No, what's it called when there's two of them? Uh, oligarchy. Is that right? No, I made that up.
That's a
It's
real word.
yeah, yeah, whatever it is. No, it's called pack. No, not a pack. All right, hold on. Please hold. Jamie, could you Google this for us? What's it called? Monopoly,
Monopoly by two people.
but multiple companies. Hold on. This is important. This is very important stuff. I have to prove that I'm right. Monopoly plus Multiple companies. Okay, maybe I'm just making it up. This is just giving me the rules for Monopoly. That's not good. All right, never mind. Uh,
Not but sure I'll do on the toilet tomorrow.
it will. I'm sure it will. Okay, this is the end of the first Walmart Sellers podcast slash 11th Walmart Sellers podcast. Hey, we got 9 minutes, or no, we got 5 minutes. Do you want to talk about like the next ones? Like or here we'll do this. If you are watching this
Okay.
at the oh yeah, we do need to plug everything. Hey, go buy our crap. All right, now if you are watching this and you see the end of this, if you really watched us talk all the way through this podcast, comment below. First off, smash that subscribe button, and then comment what other things would you like to know about. We do have a full Walmart course and Walmart community that's $9 a month. If you are a low income type person, just message one of us and we'll give you a year for free. Walmart's a huge opportunity, and like you should be learning this stuff. Like you got to be selling on Walmart if you're selling on Amazon, in my opinion. Also, James does coaching. My calendar is very, very full right now. But we both do coaching if you are interested in that sort of thing. But if you message me, I'll probably say, sorry, man, I'm so busy. I can't do it right now. But what about you, James? Do you have availability for. Yeah. He says, yeah.
I literally have one person who's reached out, which, it's cool. Like, no offense to people who don't.
If I were opening my Walmart account and I were like, man, I wish I had somebody that I could talk to that could help me with, like, I have dumb questions and blah, blah, blah. And I watched this podcast, I think I would call James and not call Cody. And that also reflects in the past 10 podcasts where we brag about how many units we're sending in, because James, even though he only has like 11 followers on Instagram, go follow Red Olive Industries. Uh, he does like 5 times more volume in units and dollars than me. So I want to be James when I grow up. But anyways, all right. I don't have anything else to say. What were you saying?
So,
Yeah, that's profound.
pretty sure I have, like 500 Instagram followers,
James is
which is
triggered.
pretty. I am.
I have 11. I have 13.
I'm logging in. I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, don't worry. Half of my followers are people that are just trying to sell me on an Amazon drop shipping scam. So like half of them, it's like Amazopify,
Oh god,
Amazopify
yeah,
2,
that's annoying.
Amazopify 3. It's like, geez, I don't want to buy it. That's crazy. Stop
I have
messaging me.
467.
Okay. All right.
I'm that's the most I've ever had anywhere on any platform. Go follow me on Instagram, link down below.
Start right after this. It's gonna be like 475, and then we're gonna look forward in like 5 years after we do this podcast, get mega rich from it, get a giant
Right,
sponsor.
totally.
We're co-owners of Walmart because we've been doing this podcast, and then you're gonna look back and you'll be like, now I have more, more
Yeah.
followers than Kylie Jenner or somebody.
Wow. Yeah. Totally. Hmm People want to stare at this mug.
Okay.
Uh, go. Click description. Click the links. It's got cool stuff.
Yeah.
If
There's a
not, no hard feelings.
Yeah. There's a $9 Discord community, $9 a month, and then I actually don't know what else in there. But yeah, you
Links
can
to
go.
both of our socials. We
Yeah,
have link trees with other cool stuff in them on our
yeah, exactly.
socials. Go do that.
Um, my OnlyFans link, etc.
Your
All right, we
only
should
hats linked. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this now.
and cutting.